Hello and welcome to CricketNext from a very sunny and hot Mohali. Yes, we are in Mohali for the first ODI between India and Australia, which begins right behind me tomorrow. Round about same time tomorrow, slightly 30 minutes before this, but conditions are very hot, not so much humid, but very hot. The sun is right up there, and the Australian team just had a practice session. Not so much attendance there. We couldn't spot Steve Smith. Marnus Labuschagne wasn't there. I couldn't get a hold of Pat Cummins training there. But then good sign was Mitchell Starc was there. He started off on a gingerly note, bowling from half the run-up. But as he warmed up and as the net session progressed, he was bowling at full tilt. But the update for the viewers after the press conference of Pat Cummins is that Mitchell Starc is not available for tomorrow's game. I think they're taking a precaution with him, don't want to rush him into the setup, so kind of giving him a break for this game. He is not available, but the good news is that Pat Cummins has recovered from his wrist injury in his non-bowling arm, so he has recovered fully. He will be available tomorrow, raring to go. And Steve Smith also had a very long hit yesterday. From what we heard from the net bowlers out here, वो सबने बोला पूरा दिन बैटिंग कर रहा था वो, तो आज तो बैटिंग करते हुए नहीं दिखे स्टीव स्मिथ, बट कल पूरा दिन बैटिंग करेंगे कि नहीं ये देखना पड़ेगा. ग्लेन मैक्सवेल अभी अवेलेबल नहीं है पैटर्निटी लीव के चलते. एस्टन एगार भी अवेलेबल नहीं है पैटर्निटी लीव को चलते. सो दोज आर टू अनदर नोटेबल absentees. But I think from Australia's point of view, the squad more or less kind of wears a very settled look, and they have that problem of plenty when it comes to all-rounders, and they need to decide on who to play between Mitchell Marsh, Cameron Green, Glenn Maxwell, or to play probably three of them, because Pat Cummins is an all-rounder too, with all due respect. So they'll be looking at this World Cup, this series, to kind of apply those finishing touches to their playing 11, because a certain Marnus Labuschagne has certainly created a happy headache for them with what he did when he came in to bat as a concussion substitute during the ODIs versus South Africa, doing what he did, followed it up with a brilliant 100. Just Marnus Labuschagne thinks he just loves to bat. So it remains to be seen how much of a game time he gets in this series, because this could well be his audition for the World Cup now that Travis Head is well and truly ruled out. So if Mitchell Marsh moves up the order, is there a vacancy for Marnus Labuschagne to grab there? So we'll bring you more updates from India's net session, whoever comes in for India's PC. But Pat Cummins addressed the media. He looked in a very relaxed mood, was yawning a bit before the presser started. Can't blame him, he has been in this part of the world for a long time for the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Had to rush home midway through the series because of a personal emergency back home. But now that he's here, he would hope that Australia plays 9 games in the group stages and goes on to play 2 more games and the final at the Narendra Modi Stadium. So you stay tuned into CricketNext, because we'll be tracking this ODI from Mohali. We'll bring to you more from India's net session later in the day. So keep watching.